When do we begin to grow old? Is it the first sign of a wrinkle or a gray hair? Is it being a little slower out of bed each morning? We all know people, I think, who, though chronologically old, are young in spirit. And, sadly, we probably also know young people who haven't been on earth all that very long, who have a heavy, old spirit. Youth and agedness are more than matters of appearance, matters of our physicality. There is a youthfulness of spirit and an agedness of soul. We truly begin to grow old interiorly when we realize that we will die. We begin to grow old when the shadow of death casts its cold darkness over us, and we begin to feel the futility of our mortality. Today in our gospel, Nicodemus asks the Lord, "How can a man once grown old be born again?" We might rephrase his question as follows: how can we, who have been chilled and discouraged by the shadow of death, how can we, who have grown old interiorly, be rejuvenated? The answer is that we come into contact with the miracle of miracles, the Lord's resurrection. The light emanating from the empty tomb in Jerusalem scatters that darkness of death that so easily overshadows our soul. All of us came into living contact with that miracle when we were baptized. An inexhaustible wellspring of youth and vitality was given to us on that day. And when we approach the altar of God in faith, that youth, that joy is restored and strengthened. In the old days, before the Second Vatican Council, priests in preparation for Mass would repeat the words of the psalm, "I go to the altar of God, who gives joy to my youth." We come to this altar of God for the same reason. We come to this altar of God to be refreshed, to be rejuvenated, beyond our agedness of body. The Lord desires to fill us with the joy and the light of His resurrection. We have indeed been born again by water and Spirit. May we rejoice in that youthfulness. May we rejoice in the wellspring of life flowing from the Lord's empty tomb.